Okay, y'all, I'm about to turn up this recipe via in my Jamaican kitchen. Happy Easter, y'all. Happy Easter Sunday to each and everyone. Hope everyone is doing good. Hope everyone is doing great. I'm about to show you how to make a traditional Escovitch fried fish in your kitchen, fast, easy, and simple. Now, if you're here watching me cooking up this recipe for your very first time, be sure that you have subscribed. If you have not already subscribed, be sure to do so. Turn on your post notification settings so you will always be aware of whenever I upload a brand new video. It is done fast, it is done easy, and it is done simple.
Where you're coming from, you don't remember where you're coming from, you don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari, why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days and when him feed you. You know when no obligation but to owe him some respect. All you need to do is just give him one to get turn your back on your brother when him need you.
Well, goodie, are you ready for this recipe that you have been waiting patiently for? Well, I'm here to give it. Come on and let's get started. Okay, goodies, here we go. With this amazing recipe, it's gonna be like 1, 2, and 3. Now, we're gonna talk about the fish first. Now, you can use any kind of fish of your choice, snapper fish, any kind of fish that you like, and go ahead and use that. You wanna make sure that you wash your fish nice and clean with lemon juice and vinegar. You want to soak it in the lemon juice, and I always add a little bit of salt into the water too, because it gives it that sea flavor, right? That natural salt kind of flavor from the fish, right? So you go ahead and soak that up for a few minutes. You wash it off nice and clean. After you don't wash it off, right, you want to go ahead and make slits into the fish on both sides, right there, on both sides, like that. Then you want to go ahead and sit them on a clean paper towel or towel cloth, whatever you want to call it, right? Then you want to get another piece of paper towel or cloth towel, and you just want to pat dry the fish on both sides and make sure that you get all the water out, because you are indeed going to fry this fish and you do not want it to be splashing all over the place, right? And burn up yourself. That's what's one of the biggest fear for people frying fish. They don't like fried fish because they get a lot of splash. That's because they have water on the fish. And you also want to get that on the inside of the fish as well. Now, to give my fish flavor, all the flavor that I need is pretty simple. I'm putting simple spices on the fish. That's onion powder and garlic powder, salt and black pepper. I'm going to add some fish seasoning right there, and I'm also going to add some Jamaican all-purpose seasoning, and that's all you need. You just want to go ahead and combine them all together just to make life a little bit more simpler. Now, what I will do, I will go ahead and list all the amount that I use for the fish down in your description, so you know, over season. And also, it's based on the amount of fish that you are making as well. So maybe you have to just eyeball this. Now, to season your fish, first you want to sprinkle the inside of the fish first, because you want the flavor to circulate from the inside, right? Then you go ahead and you sprinkle both sides of the fish, just like that. Now the cracks that I made right there, you want to make sure that you get the spices into that crack right there, because that crack is going to spread, the season from that crack is going to spread and circulate throughout the remainder of the fish. So you go ahead and you basically do all the same to the fish. So now that my fish is nicely seasoned, just the way that I really want it, it's time to fry them things up and make it really happy. Now that we are moving on to a very important step. Now you want to make sure when you're frying fish that your oil is nice and hot. If you put the fish in the pot that has cold oil, then you're gonna have some major problem. That fish is going to stick to the pot. You're gonna have water and other kind of things flashing all over the place, and it's gonna be a total disaster. So remember, when you're making this recipe, when you're frying fish for any kind of recipe, you wanna make sure that you put that fish in the oil when it's nice and hot. Now, there's a way to be sure to test your oil to make sure that it's perfect. Now, with a wooden spoon, you could go ahead and put that wooden spoon down into the pot. Now, if that wooden spoon is frying, that means that your oil is ready for frying. Anything, fish, chicken, anything, right? So now we go ahead and we put our fish in, and I'm gonna put 2 at a time. And I'm going to allow that to fry nice and golden brown. Crispy golden brown, right? Not burnt golden brown, no, crispy golden brown. After about 5 to 6 minutes of frying, you're going to go ahead and turn this bad boy over. Now, when it's fried nice and crispy, you won't have any problem to turn it on the other side, as you can see, right? It's going to be perfect to hold and turn. Very easy. Once again, when it's fried properly on that side, 5 to 6 minutes, and you turn it, it will not break. That is what you'll have right there. Nice, crispy, golden brown. My fish is finally fried up perfectly. Nice and crispy on both sides. You're going to go ahead and remove these from the pot. Now that right there is some perfectly crispy, golden brown fried fish right there. Now it's time to fry the other 2. And that, y'all, is my fish right there. Nice, crunchy, and golden brown to the touch. Now let's get our last part of the recipe together. Now, y'all, we're moving on to the very last step to finish up this authentic Jamaican fried Escovitched fish recipe, right? I'm going to be using carrots and onion, bell peppers for color and flavor. I'm also going to add my Scotch bonnet pepper to it. That Scotch bonnet pepper is a must to this recipe. Even though I eat pepper, I can't skip that process there. I'm also going to add some pimento seed because the pimento seed is going to turn it up to a 3 left turn and a swing back and forth level, right? Now, I'm going to use vinegar. Now, you can use whatever kind of vinegar that you want to use for the recipe, but I am going to be using my raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, right, for this recipe. But if you have white vinegar or whatever you have, go ahead and use that. So yeah, let's get this together. Okay, y'all, to get this thing together, I have about a tablespoon of oil. Any oil of your choice is fine, right? Now to that, I'm going to add my veggies. So we add our carrots and onions and hot Scotch bonnet pepper, bell pepper, all of that stuff to the mix. And the first thing I like to do is just toss it up a little bit into the oil first. Then I go ahead and add my vinegar to the mix. Then you want to go in and add those pimento seeds as well. Now, y'all, you are not trying to cook and simmer down this thing, right? You still want to have that crunch to the onions and the carrots and your bell peppers and etc. that you put in here, right? You want that vinegar to clash with the hot pepper as well. It's going to give it a different kind of flavor. Now, what I'm going to do here is let it simmer for no more than about 5 minutes. That is all I need because I want to be able to see my veggies when I put it on top of my fish. Right? That vinegar is going to be tasting really, really good with those veggies as well. So 5 minutes right here on medium heat. You take it off and you're good to go. And after 5 minutes, it's starting to do its little thing, starting to bubble up, and everything starts to smile and get friendly in the pot. It's time to shut that off and get that right on top of that fish when it's nice and hot. Yummy-liciousness all over that fish. And goody, that is how it is done. It is done fast, it is done easy, and it is done simple. It is right on your table like bam. Jamaican Escovitched fish in your kitchen, fast, easy, and simple. Don't forget to share the love with friends and family. Tell them what's cooking up over here. Make sure that you're following. Make sure that you have subscribed, right? If you have not yet do it now. Let me know what you'd like to see me cooking next in my kitchen. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm going to let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.